Hi there. Welcome back to the podcast. This is mini episode Monday. And if you've ever felt stuck, you're spinning your wheels and not making progress, I want you to consider something. You're not stuck, you're evolving, but your mindset might still be operating from an old version of you. Today, we're going to talk about how outdated beliefs and self concepts keep us feeling stuck and how questioning those narratives is the key to moving forward. So let's dive in. Let's start with this. Most of the beliefs that shape how you see yourself were formed years ago. I would say probably mostly in childhood, but definitely over the past several years. And that's totally normal. Think about it. When you were little, you absorbed messages from your parents, teachers, culture, and experiences. But some of those messages may have served you well, but others, not so much. Maybe some of them were helpful at the time, but today they just aren't helpful at all. Maybe you were told you're not creative, you're too sensitive, you're too shy, you always quit things. Over time, these words became your internal script. You took them on and you started to see yourself through the lens of these old beliefs without even realizing it. They shaped how you show up in the world. Now, here's the thing. No one ever teaches us to ask, what are my beliefs? Do they still serve me? Are they true? Or is it just familiar? Who would I be without this story? A lot of these beliefs are just thoughts that we've kept thinking over and over and over again. Because we thought them so many times, they become beliefs. They feel true, but they're just familiar. They're just comfortable. Let's say you have a belief that you're bad at making decisions. You hesitate, you overthink, and you always feel like you need outside validation. But what if you really question that? Instead of saying, I'm just indecisive, try, I'm learning to trust myself more. That tiny shift in language starts rewiring your brain. Because here's the truth, your self concept influences everything. The chances you take, the success you allow yourself, and the way you move through life. It will impact every relationship and it will impact every single result that you create in your life, good and bad. So, how do we start to shift those old narratives? Here's a simple but powerful exercise. Write down one belief you have about yourself that feels limiting. For example, I'm not confident enough to start my own business. Ask yourself, where did this belief come from? Who told me this? Maybe it was a parent, a past experience, a fear of failure. Listen, you don't need to spend a lot of time here, right? There's no detective work, but generally just try to understand where it came from. Now, you want to start to reframe it. What's a more empowering belief you can try on? Maybe it's something like, I am becoming more confident every day. It's possible that I can figure things out. Your brain is always looking for proof of what you believe. And when you start to shift the story, you start to shift the evidence that the mind collects. It starts to look for new evidence. It's the same idea like if you told me to, or if I told you to start looking for red sweaters or red cars, you would start to see them everywhere. You weren't paying attention to them before. Your brain wasn't looking for them. It wasn't interested in them. But when you give it some direction, that's when it starts to focus on that information. It always existed, it was always there, but you just didn't look for it. So remember this, you're not stuck, you're just holding on to those stories that no longer fit who you're becoming. The good news is that you get to rewrite them. And this is the work we do in coaching. We look at what we're thinking and how it's holding us back. If it's not helpful, you can change it. Nobody can tell you what to think, and you can choose intentionally and purposefully what it is you want your thoughts to be so that they then generate the emotion you want in order to take the action that you need to take. This is how you create powerful results in your life. So, here's my challenge for you. Pick one outdated belief. Get your journal out, do some writing, think about it. Question this belief, and then choose a new one that serves you better. You can pick one area of your life to start. Say it's money or work, business, relationships. If you need support on this process, I'd love to help. You can reach out, you can send me a DM on Instagram, or you can check out my new program, Unstuck, which is a 3-month, 12-session signature program that helps you to learn and shift your self concept and identity, learn the mindset mastery that you need, grow your emotional resilience so that you can be with your emotions and then generate the ones that you need to take action, build a better relationship with yourself, and create your future self. Who are you becoming? What do you want your life to look like? This is the powerful work that we do in these coaching sessions. In the show notes, there's a link to a discovery call session. You can schedule your session, come, ask any questions you might have, learn more about the program, and get clear about what's holding you back and what you can do to start moving yourself forward again. If this resonated with you, please take a screenshot and share it on Instagram. You can tag me at Trista V. Girton. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and leave a review. I would really appreciate it. Thanks for spending time with me today, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.